The Super Chat's point here, 449 from 499, excuse me, from Joe Calcagno. Can you explain how? Thank you. How every media station had this team somewhere between 7 and 10 and 10 and 7. They're probably going to finish 8 and 9. I'll say 7 and 10, but okay, fine. And all the talk is clean house. Joe, it's the way they're losing.
How matters.
Yeah, it's
and I'm not even saying they should, like. But this one, the way the locker room is coming talking out of this, it might change the calculus.
Let me answer the question, Joe, because they were not competitive in the game that was hyped up all season. Week 1, Packers. They didn't show up to that game. They went to Kansas City and got blown out of the building by a team that I don't know if you've been paying attention, has not exactly been clicking offensively all year.
No.
That's been one of the biggest stories in the NFL is how the Chiefs are not the Chiefs. They sure as hell were the Chiefs against the Bears.
Like they was going because somebody had played earlier that day and hung 70 on somebody. It was like the Chiefs look like we're gonna break that today on the Bears.
The Dolphins, on the Broncos.
Who the next week?
Who the next week
beat the Bears.
Then beat the Bears.
And the previous week the Bears went to Tampa and looked foolish down there as well.
So it's the two coaches that they had to fire in the middle of the year for inappropriate behavior. It's the fact that they've blown 3 double-digit leads in the fourth quarter. There was a world in which a 7-10 record would have been, that's fine. Look at the Lions last year. They finished 8-9. Nobody in Detroit was complaining about anything.
Yeah.
There was none of that. It was just a team that was working its way through step by step, getting better.
Learning how to win.
This has not been a linear rise. It's been anything but. It's been choppy. There's been way too many questions about off the field stuff. There's the Chase Claypool thing in the middle of all this too.
Quarterback play calling, media talking back and forth. There's the injuries. He misses 4 weeks. There's been so much that you got to factor into this thing. Now, I think I have them at 8 or 9 wins too. They may end up right there. I don't feel like that's a win because I still feel like y'all let 3 games go away. Like, that's just the reality of the situation. And so I don't think you can just look at it that black and white. I think it's nuance to it, and how it happened matters.
Also, you guys are glossing over the fact that 8 wins means they're winning in Green Bay in Week 18.
Right. Well, which is why. So let's say 7 and 10, which is the 2-2 finish when they got to 5 and 8 seemed like most logical to me. But what's also you could put in there, look. They beat a Washington team who's going to have a coaching change, who's completely dysfunctional. They beat the Raiders, who's already had a coaching change. It's not an impressive win. They beat Carolina by 3. Panthers stink. They beat Minnesota with Josh Dobbs. Didn't score a touchdown.
By 2 with 4 takeaways.
Right. I mean, come on.
He's got 1 good win in 2 years.
And so he's got the Lions win. That's it.
That's it.
So
and he's got 3 bad losses this year.
We all silly like the mayor.